Looking for ways to keep the kids entertained while traveling? Netflix Games lets them jump into fun, creative adventures at no extra cost. Everything's unlocked with your Netflix membership. From Paw Patrol Academy and Lego Duplo World to Barbie color creations and World of Peppa Pig, there's something for every little explorer. And you don't need Wi-Fi. Kids can play anytime, anywhere. Visit netflixfamily.com/travel tips for all your kids' holiday entertainment.
BTW, FYI. Visit Nexplanon.com RN to learn about Nexplanon. It's an adjustable implant, 68 milligrams radiopaque. Or ask your HCP IRL. Okay, TTYL.
Hi, Chantel.
Hey, Roxanne.
You guys, if you're listening to this, there's 2 more days till Christmas, which is crazy.
Have you felt like it's Christmas?
Well, it's weird because in Michigan, you guys, the snow melted and it feels like fall.
I know. It was such a great day, though. I love it.
That never happens here, so that is weird. But I mean, it's been feeling Christmassy. Like I leave my tree, the lights on throughout the night. I leave everything. So, I mean, it feels like Christmassy. I'm like sad though because that means it's over. It's over. Another year, you guys. Another year. We got through another year.
I just can't wait to take my stuff down though, just because it's too much in my small house. Like I just feel claustrophobic. So it's like I just I'm itching. Literally the next day I'm gonna take it down.
I feel like you weren't crazy about your decor this year though, and that's why you can't wait to take it down.
That's true. That's true too.
Because if you're not, if you're not, you're gonna be dying. I ended up so I know I'm gonna not talk about this in detail because you guys are gonna get annoyed at me, but my whole house is sick. Like my husband's sick now too, and everything. They have that like flu or whatever. And so I ended up going in the basement and cleaning out like a lot of the toys before Christmas comes. And thank God I wrapped everything. I did everything a few days ago with Jacob. So I'm done. But it's just crazy because like we buy our kids all these toys, right? And like you know how I did the Barbie dream house and all that stuff. Like my kids never play with it, Chantel. Never.
That's so crazy. See, that's why I'm gonna be very minimal with toys. Very minimal.
You absolutely should because you know what they play with? Like the toys that my kids play with is like magnetiles and the building blocks. Like that's the stuff they like that gets their head going. Like that they can play with a million different times. And these like things like the Barbie dream house, we left the Barbie dream house because it's so huge in the living room area. And like they would play with it here and there. And then I put it in their room so that they could play with it more. And like it's just take space in their room. And then they were playing with it for a little bit. They really were. And then they stopped. So I put it in the basement. And like they really, I don't know, because I don't come down here, but they just didn't seem interested. So I was like, I'm getting rid of toys. And a lot of the toys they've like destroyed, but I ended up putting it on Facebook Marketplace for $40.
Okay, get your coins. How about like
Well,
the
it got sold right
kitchens?
away.
Oh wow.
Yeah, what'd you say?
How about like the kitchens and stuff?
What do you mean the kitchens?
Like those fake kitchens. Like do they play with those?
Oh, okay, yeah. So I actually think that's something you should always invest in with your kids because yes, they do. Like I moved it upstairs because like my kids, like I have a whole playroom in the basement and they don't go in there. I mean, lately I've been making them and but like still like so I moved the kitchen in our library and so they do play with it because it's there. I feel like that's something that and then like pretend play food. Like they like playing restaurant and stuff and Elle likes going in there. So I feel like those are those are necessary for sure. So if you
Okay.
guys are like what should I get? But I swear like the magnetile Chantel and the like those building blocks and things like that I got like containers, like, or shoebox containers, like, and I like put them in there. And that's the one thing that I swear my kids will play with all the time, those type of things.
Which I love. Like I'm a puzzle person too, so I like those things.
Yeah, and it's like, okay, if you guys know me, I was like, I told you guys I had that influencer era where like I had all the cutest things and I had like the Crate and Barrel cafe and the cute pastel ice cream tent. Like I want to get rid of all that. Like I want to throw it.
Well, why don't you sell it like you just did the other one?
I know, but it's like my kids like mess with all the poles and stuff. So it's like it's all like effed up and all that. But yeah, it's like it's so not worth it, you guys. It's so not worth it.
You just never know. That's like the only issue. It's like, what are you gonna do? Like, you're gonna end up buying some of the stuff, and then I don't know.
I feel like for me, I bought all these type of things when my kids were too young. I feel like, as they grow and they have an imagination, they are gonna want to play like search it up, this Crate and Barrel Cafe. It's so cute. And I'm sure they're gonna want to play like with that stuff, but it takes up so much space. Like you would die.
No, I mean, I can't. I probably couldn't even do it in my house.
I know it's so crazy. So I bought Danny, you guys, Pottery Barn. Like count your days, Pottery Barn, because I bought Danny like her first chair, or so I thought, and it was like on sale. And
But this
first,
was weird of you for not to ask me, because like everyone like will ask about that one in particular, because like it is a gift that like it runs around in our circle.
yeah, like a lot of people get it because it's like an
Yeah.
easy, like for the first kid gift. Yeah. Well, I was like, oh my gosh, it's on sale. And I'm like, it's not even Black Friday, it's on sale. And it ended up for some reason, Pottery Barn, they're disgusting. They literally charge like $16 for shipping. And I'm like, well, it's a chair. So of course they're gonna charge $16 for shipping. So my total ended up coming to like $90. It was like this cute, like your first kid's chair from Pottery Barn, and it says her name. Chantel fucking calls me, you guys, and I don't answer, but I just had this weird no, she texted me and she was like, "Did you mean to buy me a sheet?" Or like,
No, I FaceTimed you and you didn't answer, so I did recording. I was like, "Thank you for buying us our chair cover." And I meant to say, I said cover on purpose because like that's all it was. Like I got it in. It was like a cover for the chair. And someone did buy me the chair. So I was like, "Thank you for buying the cover." Because I had a feeling like you didn't just buy me the cover. So then Rexanne calls me right away and goes, "What the F do you mean cover?" And I was like, there was only a cover. And she goes, "What do you mean a cover?" And I was like, "Yeah, they happen sometimes. Did you only order the cover? Did you order the full chair?" And like Rexanne fully thought she bought me the full chair.
and well, so what's so crazy is like the difference. What I don't know how much the chair was. I think it was like 130, 140.
Yeah, it's like
And
it was probably like $30 more, not nothing even, honestly.
so the fact that I spent that, and then we find out that the Chantal was like, "It's fine, I'll use the cover. Someone bought me the chair already." Well, they bought the big chair, and mine was like your first ever chair because I know Chantal has limited space, so I'm like, "This is perfect. Like this will be good for like her like first 2-3 years." And it doesn't even fucking fit her chair. So I don't even know what to do right now because it's like Pottery Barn is just the worst. Again, count your days. Like we will never sponsor Pottery Barn because
Okay, calm down. Yeah, I would. Please
I know. Wait,
sponsor
no, I'm
me.
totally joking. No, because I
Like
dead ass
literally my whole
love
room
it.
is Pottery Barn and I love Pottery Barn.
No, I love Pottery Barn too, but like I swear, when it comes to the kid stuff, the way they charge is
But I feel like they have good customer service. So just call them and be like, "Listen, I didn't really mean to do this," and like tell them the thing and see what happens.
I know I'm going to. So yeah, that was like super stressful. But my gosh, I just went on a tangent because Christmas is coming. But you guys, we have things to talk about. We are talking about. I thought Salt Lake City was coming on. We're like a hot mess. I'm a hot mess in December. So Chantal's like, "There's no Salt Lake City." I'm like, "Bet." I'm like, "Thank God." Let's just talk at Married to Medicine in Potomac because um we don't like watching live. So and then writing notes. We hate it. So we're like, "Bet, even better. We can talk Married to Medicine in Potomac." So again, I think both shows are doing so good and are actually very, very entertaining.
I love them both right now.
Yeah. Do you want to start talking Married to Medicine?
Yeah, let's do it.
I don't have any like points to like or any, where we're
Notes.
summarizing every
Yeah.
scene, but we're going to talk about the main thing, which watching Married to Medicine, we
Well,
saw.
I will before we get into everything real quick. I wanna know your thoughts because I feel like because like we're always random about Married to Medicine and like when we talk about it, do you like the new girl Mimi? Like she was on last season, obviously, but do you like the new girl?
Yes, I do.
Me too, I love her, and I love her husband, especially this episode made me love them more, and we'll talk
When
about it
he
too.
cried.
Yeah, like, because they did tell us, like, how they have a son who's has autism, and, like, they were just so sweet, like, I just, like, they he just seems like the sweetest husband, the most supportive husband, and she
And
just
you
seems, like,
can
great.
you can tell that it really, oh my gosh, I started getting, like, I was, like, teary-eyed and everything, because I
Mhm.
was like, "Man, like, the life people live where," oh my gosh, I'm on
You're
my
okay.
periodic table, I'm so sorry. But, like, the life that people live where it's like, it's, like, hard for parents, man. Like, it's hard for parents, like, with our kids, right? And it's like, you don't want you like, I feel like I look at that dad and you could tell that dad never envisioned, like, his son being like this, and there's nothing wrong with it at all, but it's just, like, more work, and he wants, I'm sure we get protective of, like, how other people would view them and what people can say to them, and if people would take advantage of them or whatever it is, whatever the case may be, like, obviously, you never thought that was going to happen, and so, we get to know them a little bit more, and their son is autistic, and there was, like, a scene where the son, they're in the car, and you have to kind of see them figure it out, where the son just, like, randomly, like, hits the daughter, and the daughter was, like, talking, and she starts crying, and they handled it, like, great and stuff. And side note, like, my kids, like, be doing that just, like, because they're bad,
Yeah,
like,
yeah, mhm.
like, my kids are just like, I'm always like, keep your hands to yourself. But they handled it so well. And then they just spoke about, how it is to have a child who's autistic. And the dad is just so emotional. What is the dad? Was the dad like NBA, or am
Football
I dumb?
player, yeah,
Football player? Okay.
yeah.
Yeah. So, like, I
The
mean, I'm sure a football player, like, they think, like, like, I'm gonna have a son, I'm gonna make him a football player too. And you can, of course, like, even if your child is autistic, but there's just,
It's a harder road going
yeah,
down, you know? You know what
yeah,
got to me a little bit is because like, we have a cousin who, like, her kids are not autistic, but, like, they do definitely have, like, trouble, like, ADHD and, like, maybe was borderline, I don't know, and, like, when Mimi was just like, like, to all the moms out there that are, that have, like, special needs or whatever, like, she's like, "You're doing a good job," and, like, I just felt bad because sometimes we do look not judge our cousin, but it's, like, sometimes the way that they
yeah,
handle their kids, like, they could be
yeah.
sometimes a little bit too aggressive than more than I would be, and it's just like, we don't know though, like, we don't know how frustrating it can be, so I just, like, felt really bad.
Yeah, my gosh, I actually love that, and I was like, I swear when I was watching that, I'm like, dude, like, I want to, like, hear more about this, because, and it's so crazy because you think about New Jersey, and Jacqueline Laurita was, like, one of the first to have
Mhm.
that, but she was not initially, like, so vocal about it. She was more so, like, didn't want him to be judged and things, and now we've come such a long way. And but it's still, like, a lot. Like, I just look at the parents, and it's a lot. And oh my gosh, actually, like, I was watching a TikTok yesterday, Chantel, and it was like a guy, and tell me if you think this mom was wrong, like, or it wasn't a mom, it was like the sister, but it was like a mom, sister, and a boy who had Down syndrome. And I don't know how old he was. Like, I don't know, but he was older. Not like old, but like he was like definitely like probably in his 20s. I don't know, maybe younger. And there was like these boys that just like the boys were 15 years old and just kept coming to see him and laughing. And
No.
yes, like, you guys, like, I know we think our kids are also, like, great and they know better, but I swear to God, no, like, some don't, and some need to get put in check. And so what the sister did was, like, she started screaming and exposing him and pulled the camera out and is recording him. She's like, "You don't think we see you laughing? You don't think we see you laughing? You think it's funny?" And, like, and you could see the boys, and now the boys are exposed, like, they look like normal boys, and I'm sure once their parents see that, their ass is gonna get beat, but, I mean, I would hope so. And, it was just the saddest thing ever. And then, like, the sister was, like, talking about her mom, and she's like, "This is what my mom goes through every day, like, imagine how my mom feels every day." And I was like, "Damn, this world is crazy."
Yeah, and I think it's like, I can only imagine, like, if I did have a daughter or a son that has special needs, like, I would love them so much, like, it wouldn't even be, like, put to my mind that something's different, like, with your love for them, but you only get reminded when you're out in public, and I think that's where it's really hard.
I am so sensitive about my children right now that I can't even imagine,
Yeah. Yeah,
like, what those parents have to experience because the world is, like, so cruel.
literally. Be nice, people.
I know, but it's like, yeah, like, it's like even a reminder, because, like, to our kids, or, sometimes like when kids are around people, not to blame other people, because listen, I'm always going to teach my kids you can control what you can control, and that's yourself. So I don't care what anyone else does. Like I care what you do. But like, when you're around people and people just start laughing and then maybe you awkwardly laugh, I don't know. But yeah, I really like them though as a
Me
couple.
too.
I like them. Yeah, I like the husband seems really great. The wife seems amazing, and they have like two small children.
Yeah.
I know. I was like, I don't know why I thought their kids were gonna be a lot older.
Yeah, they're definitely the youngest like kids right now on the show with them.
Yeah. Well, so Toya throws a party at her new house. And Toya, this was interesting. I love my girl Toya, but she was like, like she was having anxiety about throwing this party. And she was like, because I already know they're all going to judge. But I'm like, girl, like you were just at Dr. Contessa's party and you were also judging. Like, it's not like she wasn't judging that party. So I was like, if you know how it feels and you're having so much
Exactly.
anxiety over it, like you were doing the same thing to her.
No, I agree.
Did you notice that? Like, I was like, and she was like having like a panic attack. Is that a panic attack, Chantel?
Yeah, like where yeah, not kinda. Yeah,
Like
kinda.
anxiety, like her
Uh-huh.
anxiety, like you could just tell like she was like freaking out a little bit. And so yeah, she just like knows that they're gonna end up talking shit. Like obviously she's moved into 100 homes. I mean, like low key, we'd all be like, girl. But she normally doesn't care. But today, like, her husband is working a lot. Like he's working travel. And so he stays at a hotel quite a bit and she doesn't like it. And I think she's just like really overwhelmed and stressed. But I think that like he's a hustler and he just tries to keep up with their lifestyle and he wants to make sure that they're always like beyond comfortable. And I can respect that.
I know, no, but no, like no, not at the same time. Like it's like they're raising two teenage boys right now. It's like
Yeah.
this is like the prime years that
No,
like
you're so right.
as a father you should be in my house, and it's like and like I feel for her. She's like like I'm in my home. Like the way that the home is because of me, and like we know we're like that too. So it's just like the least you can do is just be there, even if like he came home for the nighttime like after his shift. Like there's still a difference. Like feeling the man in the home feels a
No,
difference.
you're so right. That's actually so necessary. And especially with two teenage boys.
100%. And like you're just like out like sleeping in hotels. Like you just get comfortable. You get comfortable not having to like see what's going on in the house. You get comfortable of not like having to like love on your wife. Like it's just there's so much like weird things that can happen when you're apart that much.
Yeah. So she seems like pretty annoyed of Eugene. Like wait, is it Eugene? Am I dumb?
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
no, it's
She
Eugene.
seems like pretty annoyed of him. And you can tell she's been stressed and she doesn't want him to work as much. And she throws this party and she's like snappy from the beginning. The one thing I love about Married to Medicine is what's that girl's name that was on the show, her neighbor for like 2 seasons? She
Oh yeah, I forgot. But
Yeah, but, like, I love how even because like, remember also that other girl the first season, like, she would bring her to all her parties for, like, the first 6 seasons, and, like, I love that even if these women are not a part of the show, like, they still invite them to the parties, and they still have, like, that friendship, you know?
yeah, it's like it shows that it's like not it wasn't that fake.
It's so, like, different than Real Housewives because like, Real Housewives, the second you go, we never see you ever.
Uh-huh.
So and Toya and her had problems at one point, so it was shocking to see, but, like, the whole time they were, like, with each other, you know? So but I swear that's how it was with her girlfriend, the tall, like, blonde lady in that first season. I wonder what happened to her, if she's still married and stuff, but I cannot believe Mariah is still the executive producer.
I know, good for her.
I know, man. But anyways, so Eugene, like, there's like a game that she wants to play, and no one's like really listening and doing it on time or, just like moving slow. And Eugene's trying to make jokes, and the men are laughing. And she's like, You're not funny. Like, I don't care if you're trying to act hard and be funny in front of the men. And she literally flips out on him and goes crazy on him in front of everyone. And all the men and women are like, and they're all
Yeah.
shook. It wasn't just the men. Like, it's not like the men are like, "Oh yeah, control your woman." I'm sure they're thinking that, but like the women are like, "All right, you need to chill." And what would your husband do in that situation, Chantel?
Oh my God. I mean, you guys, he wouldn't talk to me for like 3 weeks.
Oh my God, 1000% same. Like mine would not talk to me.
Yeah.
I would be so scared. I wouldn't even have the balls to do that because of how scared I would be. And you guys, this is on national television. So let's say he's close with his parents. I know it's like they've been married forever, but still, like to have extended family see that. That's so embarrassing.
Yeah, there's one thing and that, like, my husband can't stand is if, like, I embarrass him in front of
Me
anybody or if, like, I'm
too.
acting crazy in front of people, and there are some times when, like, I'll, like, make fun of him in front of people, like, as, like, we're just clowning, and he still does me like that, so it's like, I can't imagine doing what she did and, like, being able to, like, have a conversation with my husband for 3 weeks.
My husband was like that a lot, like, when we were dating, but when we got married, he stopped being
Leaned
like
into your
yeah, like, leaned into, like, if I wanna clown, I wanna clown, like, it's not that serious, like, no one cares, no one's going back and thinking about it, but then I do understand their perspective on those things too, and we just come from, a world where we're so aggressive and we will make jokes at the expense of people, which could be annoying to some people, and they're both our husbands are so not used to that, they're the complete opposite, even though we're all Chaldean.
yeah.
They were raised, like, entirely different than us.
No, agreed.
And the crazy thing is like people like Toya always land men like Eugene, who like literally is coming up there and trying to resolve it, trying to say sorry, not getting mad, not getting triggered.
I know, it's like he like, but, like, sometimes, like but, like, I you know, what I feel
He
like is,
wants a
like
man to be she wants him to come and get mad at her, I feel like.
yeah. To me, though, sometimes it's like her anger is misplaced, and so, like, that's, like, the problem right n that was happening with them.
Well, what do you think who do you think it was misplaced towards?
No, like, it's to him, but it's like she's angry about so many other things that, like, it came out in that moment.
Yeah, I know. Or like she's like mad at like cuz throughout it, Heavenly, which Heavenly triggers like most of them, is
By
making
the way sorry, did you know Heavenly is a friend of this season?
yeah.
Oh, did we discuss that? Like, why am I silly? I just found that out.
Yeah, we did discuss that. We didn't discuss it, but we mentioned how she actually never thought that Bravo would have done that, and they did do that, and it's because like,
Wow.
yeah, she was going for Congress, or what was it, the state, now she's doing
Yeah.
Congress, yeah. So yeah, I don't know. So that was, like, crazy. She ends up, like, spazzing on him for no reason, and then she's, like thinks that, like, he's acting hard in front of his friends, which he really wasn't. He still gets up, he tries to apologize to her. She's still going off, like, saying, "Don't ever act hard in front of your friends." And, I will say the one thing I respect about Toya is, like, they don't fake their relationship. You hear Dr. Heavenly where she's like, "Yeah, like, you gotta give him that every day and da 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 and yada yada. And daddy knows this and daddy knows that. But like it's not real. Like, there's no way Damon watches Heavenly act like that half the time and doesn't say shit. Like, when he goes in the car and the cameras are off, he's spazzing. I don't give a shit what you say. So, the one thing I do respect, and the same with Dr. Jackie, her husband is so scared to do anything because she's trained him to not make her look stupid because he already did before. And so, they know better not to act a certain way in front of cameras. And Toya just kind of lets it out. And sometimes marriage is like nasty.
I know, I know.
But you guys, my husband would have probably, like, threatened to divorce me.
100%.
I mean, I would too, though. I'd have been like, "Dude, like, you just acted like that, and my family's gonna see that. You're embarrassing."
Do you, by the way, do you feel like how, Simone do you feel like because I saw this thing on Reddit that people think Simone would be happier without Cecil. Do you agree with that statement? Like, her being single?
Yeah, I do think that she would be
That's so
happier.
sad, though.
I do think that I don't know, actually. Like, I think that she would miss him, but I think that right now she's very like, she's being rebellious. Like, you
Yeah,
could tell, like, she's not giving no fucks right now.
I know.
Toya, said on Watch What Happens Live, though, by the way, back to her, I don't think you're as interested, and I'm, like, shocked,
No,
but
no, I am. She was just, like, wild. She was, like, throwing temper tantrums, like, she was just crazy.
she told Andy that it's never been that bad, but what's crazy to me is she probably gave him hell for a couple of weeks, and then now, like, she's probably watching back and is like, "Okay, I fucked up."
Like, actually, that's why I would love the show then because it would show me, like, what
I
like,
know.
what the scenes are, and it's like, "Damn."
Yeah, especially the audience, like, like, not agreeing with you, like, everyone's like, "Are you okay?"
I know.
Um So yeah, crazy episode. She ends up wanting Heavenly out because like Heavenly made comments, which like I'm telling you, this girl was on 10. Like
No, she really was passing.
I don't know what the hell was wrong with her. And Quad handles these type of situations pretty well, I will say. And she doesn't try to like make it worse, kind of like where Heavenly will make comments and then you're like, Heavenly, shut up with your fake ass, But I love Dr. Heavenly still. I just love the cast. I love every single one of them. So I'm always like, do not change it. And I swear that's why they're so successful, because they don't change it. So yeah, it was a crazy episode, y'all. I don't know. I just know my husband would not be happy.
Same.
Now I want to talk Potomac because, and I want to get straight into it because F everything else. I want to talk about the scene of Wendy and her mom and the whole dad situation. You know, her dad was never in her life. And then Wendy suddenly like wants to, you know, meet her dad. And her mom doesn't understand because like her mom had to be a single mom, work multiple jobs. And never once did this dad like try to like meet the grandchildren, do any of that shit. Like he's really absent. And I do think that majority of the reason Wendy wants to see her meet her dad is part of a storyline. Like I absolutely think that because you do get pressured to have a storyline. So I will like die on that bridge that that's absolutely the case. Because if it wasn't for the show, I don't think that she would be doing that. And what happens is her mom comes over. Her mom got like a makeover, Chantel.
Oh, wait, why? Oh, because they're from like previous seasons, you're saying? Like, did they do a flashback and
Yes.
stuff? Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Like, all on, I
Who's
feel like
paying for that?
Wendy's dime over there for sure.
Oh my gosh. So Wendy's mom and sister come over and Wendy's showing her newly renovated house. And I swear it's so awkward because now that we know, like the prosecutors have come out just a few days ago and they said that Wendy has little money to her name, like little to no money to her name, and that they have like a million credit cards. And so they are showing their renovation of their house and the mom's like looking and she's like, wow, you guys spent a lot of money on this, because the mom like knows the one thing about
BTW, FYI. Visit Nexplanon.com RN to learn about Nexplanon. It's an adjustable implant, 68 milligrams radiopaque. Or ask your HCP IRL. Okay, TTYL.
Goodbye, Kyle.
Did the sound of those words call to you like Pavlov's dog? Then you might enjoy our podcast, Turtle Time.
Every week, you can join me, Riley Hamilton, and my co-host, Amy Scarlatta, as we cover the most pressing Bravo news and dig into the new episodes to answer important questions like, who the hell is Adrian Malouf in this world?
Listen to Turtle Time on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts. New episodes every Wednesday and Friday.
From the darkest corners of our imagination comes a game show that's more ridiculous than terrifying. Welcome to Tickled to Death. I'm your host, Roz Hernandez, and I'll be guiding guests through the creepy questions and chaotic games, all to win the ultimate title of Horror Movie Champion. Listen to Tickled to Death wherever you get your podcasts, and hit follow unless you want the show to follow you.
The Regency era. You might know it as the time when Bridgerton takes place, or it's the time when Jane Austen wrote her books. The Regency era was also an explosive time of social change, sex scandals, and maybe the worst king in British history. Vulgar History's new season is all about the Regency era, the balls, the gowns, and all the scandal. Listen to Vulgar History Regency era wherever you get podcasts.
The war is over, and both sides lost. Kingdoms were reduced to cinders, and armies scattered like bones in the dust. Now the survivors claw to what's left of a broken world, praying the darkness chooses someone else tonight. But in the Shadow Dark, the darkness always wins. This is old school adventuring at its most cruel. Your torch ticks down in real time, and when that flame dies, something else rises to finish the job. This is a brutal rules-light nightmare with a story that emerges organically based on the decisions that the characters make. This is what it felt like to play RPGs in the 80s, and man, it is so good to be back. Join the Glass Cannon podcast as we plunge into the Shadow Dark every Thursday night at 8 p.m. Eastern on youtube.com/theglasscannon, with the podcast version dropping the next day. See what everybody's talking about and join us in the dark.
There are names that echo in the world of true crime, names that carry unanswered questions. Oakley Carlson, a 5-year-old girl who deserved safety, protection, and love. Yet the system built to protect her failed, and Oakley disappeared. Her community still calls her name.
Or Ellen Greenberg, found in her locked apartment with 20 stab wounds. A case declared a suicide. But how does a locked apartment tell two different stories at once?
These are not just cases we have covered. They are people. They were loved, and they mattered.
Their stories deserve to be told with care, with depth, with truth.
I'm Ashley.
And I'm Ricky.
We are the husband and wife duo behind Crime Salad.
Every week we uncover stories of the missing, the silence, the misunderstood. We ask the questions that were left behind. We refuse to let these stories be forgotten.
Because behind every case is a family holding on, a community seeking answers, and a story that deserves to be heard.
We invite you to listen to Crime Salad,
your healthy portion of true crime, wherever you get your podcasts.
Welcome to Mick Unplugged, the #1 podcast for self-improvement and modern leadership. I'm Mick Hunt, your host, and I'm here to challenge your why and fuel your because. This is where leaders, entrepreneurs, and go-getters come to level up. Each week, I bring you unfiltered conversations, game-changing strategies, and the kind of motivation that transforms lives and legacies. I've learned from legends like Les Brown, Damon John, and Robert Irvine. And now, I'm bringing their lessons, along with mine, straight to you. From modern leadership tips to creating unstoppable momentum, this is the podcast that redefines what's possible. Hit play, subscribe, and join the millions who've made Mick Unplugged their go-to source for growth and greatness. Because your next breakthrough is just one episode away. This is Mick Unplugged, the voice and face of modern leadership, entrepreneur, and self-improvement. Let's get started.
Hi, I'm Mike Carruthers, host of the podcast Something You Should Know. And in every episode, I talk with world-class experts about fascinating ideas that make you understand your life and the world in a whole new way. Recently, we explored why your brain requires friends to stay healthy, how pockets secretly shaped history, and the surprising science behind morbid curiosity. If you like learning things you can't wait to tell someone else, search for Something You Should Know. Start with any episode that grabs you. I'll be there waiting.
From the parents behind Law & Order comes a mystery the whole family can enjoy. Patrick Picklebottom Everyday Mysteries. Step into the whimsical world of Patrick Picklebottom, a precocious 11-year-old with a love for reading and an uncanny ability to solve mysteries. Inspired by the beloved children's book of the same name, this podcast vividly brings Patrick's tales of deduction and everyday adventures to life as he unravels baffling enigmas and solves clever cases. Patrick Picklebottom Everyday Mysteries is perfect for kids and is just as entertaining for grown-ups who love a good mystery. The whole family can listen now, wherever you get your podcasts.
DC High Volume, Batman. The Dark Knight's definitive DC Comics stories. Adapted directly for audio for the very first time.
Fear. I have to make them afraid.
He's got a motorcycle. Get after him or I'll have you shot.
You mean blow up the building?
From this moment on, none of you are safe.
New episodes every Wednesday, wherever you get your podcasts.
There are vampires out there. They're beside you in the darkness, but what people don't understand is that they're not monsters. They're just going to work, living their unlives. But we are a dying breed. Those who came before me, they are fearful and are not content to sit back and just disappear. And they'll do anything to fix that. From the creators of Parkdale Haunt comes Woodbine, a podcast about monsters, dreams, and changes, those you want and those you never saw coming. Season 2 arrives September 24th, distributed by Realm.
Hi, I'm Brandy Basanti. For the last 15 years, I've starred on one of the most successful reality shows of all time, Storage Wars. On my new show, The Real Reality, my guest and I will reveal the real story of what it's like navigating fame and notoriety. We will explore their unique story, what really happened on and off camera, how becoming famous has truly impacted their lives, and what their vision is for their future. This is The Real Reality. Subscribe now wherever you get your podcasts.
Like, she's Nigerian, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so like a Nigerian or a Chaldean mom, what we are, they fucking the number one question that they'll ask us is like,
How much?
How much? Like, how much are you making? How much did someone give you? Oh, they came to your wedding. How much? Like, everything is always about money, and they want to know how much did you buy your house for? What's your interest rate? They just want to know all that shit. So Wendy's mom 100% knows what she makes, knows probably like what her husband makes, and like a startup business or whatever, it does take years to actually like make money. So she knows all of that. And so she makes that comment. And then with everything that's happening now, it's so awkward, but they are like looking around the house and they're like low key judging, because they're like, they know materialistic stuff. They know that Wendy's like done all these like cosmetic things, and then the clothes, and then, whatever. And it's like, wait, how can you afford all of this? And then I'm sure their kids are in like good schools and things like that. And it's like, I swear, like the reason Wendy's gonna really get effed is because like probably commentary from her mom and sister.
Anybody on the show, or even seeing what she did on the show. And it's like, how did you do that if you guys had no money?
I know. Well, I mean, we find out like
I know,
now how
insurance.
she did it. And so
Like
but
for
that,
them to not even like mention that in the show, it's kind of crazy. And like to say like, oh, so we got, we had an incident and like whatever, and like we're redoing our house because of it.
well, what is that? It's
Oh
not.
no, never mind.
Yeah, what are you
I'm
saying? They
thinking,
got their house
yeah,
robbed, but it
yeah,
wasn't.
Rob. I was thinking like they got their house like burned down.
Oh no, we were saying that Chaldeans back in the
Yeah.
day, not Chaldeans, but like, yeah, back in the day, there would be some people who would do that, and they would have like this brand new luxurious house. And we were like, ew, like you guys ruin it for the rest of us who like actually work our asses off to like build a house or whatever it is, I swear, I'm not just saying this, like every like, culture, like a Chaldean, like there is those, like, they do those sketchy things, dude.
I know, no, for sure.
Like, I feel like, yeah, I don't know. I feel like they will do like sketchy stuff. So that's like the one thing that they used to do back in the day. But like, I haven't heard anyone do that in years.
Yeah. I think it's like so much
It's
harder now.
impossible now. I think
Yeah.
that's why. Yeah.
There's cameras, there's everything.
Yeah. So she wants to bring up her dad thing, and her mom is literally not having it. Like, she's like, I don't want to hear this. And her mom, like, I can relate to how her mom is, because it's all about delivery. And Wendy's like, she can tell her mom's about to talk mad shit. She's like, gonna get mad. And Wendy's like, get the kids away, get the kids away. And the mom though clocks her, and she's like you haven't said worse in front of them. And I'm
Because
like,
listen,
"Ooh."
because let me tell you something. Like, okay, I know people are gonna get mad at maybe me or something, because like I do think Wendy's mom was a lot of crazy, but I can see why she got to that level. Because if someone in front of me was like, get the kids to go away, that already would put me on 10, thinking like, you're thinking I'm being disrespectful to my own daughter right now.
Yeah. But
And like, she doesn't like that.
well, here's the thing, because like I will say, like, my mom, little things, like she'll do things that piss me off, or she'll tell my kids like, oh, your mom lied to me about me saying we were going to be at the grocery store or whatever. And she'll like, your mom lied to me. And she'll like, my mom and Charlie will look at me like, why'd you lie to Nana? Like, why would you do that? And that shit does piss me off. Like, that makes me so mad that my mom does that. So I get how like Wendy probably gets like frustrated with her mom, and that's why she did that. But Wendy's kids are a little bit older. So, and it sounds like Wendy also, it always sounds like I'm saying Whitney, but Wendy also, based on what the mom said, acts all kinds of crazy maybe in front of her kids. I don't know. So it was really weird seeing that, but that triggered her. And then she's just really not understanding why you'd want to see this man who never even made an effort to see you and abandoned you and left you. And the sister's like, also like, what are you doing? Like, no one understands why. And that's why I'm saying it's because of the show. And it was weird because like she starts crying, the mom starts crying, and I actually felt bad for the mom, because I'm like, man, like, she had to raise those kids. And like, at the end of the day, what Wendy did was horrible, but Wendy, she was educated, she went to school, she's a professor. Her mom was like very proud of her for that. And I'm sure like all their other kids are like that. And that's Wendy's mom who did that. That's Wendy's mom who got their kids to that point. And it was like, and so she starts like kind of crying when she like thinks about the fact that Wendy wants to meet her dad. And Wendy responds and she's like, oh my gosh, I cannot with the dramatics, like trying to have her moment. And she's talking about her mom. And I'm like, girl, like, this is your mom. Are you okay? What'd you think about that?
Yeah, no, I thought that's what I'm saying. Is like I felt she was playing victim a little bit, you guys. Like, don't kill me. I'm so scared of people. I thought she was playing victim, and like to me, the
Who
only
was?
Wendy.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, and then she's like, and then to me, the part that got me the most is when she's like telling her husband, like, I don't like when they're here. Like, she's like, they're like going through Wendy's husband to like, because the mom was like, you're the man of the house, tell her. But then she also was doing the same thing. Like, they were going through her husband to say, like, I don't like how they're talking to me like this. And then she starts crying, and I'm just like, I was just getting secondhand embarrassment, and I was just like, you're doing too much right now in front of your mom and sisters.
I feel like Wendy was being theatrical. I will be like, I feel
Yes.
like it was like very performative. And it was like weird because I feel like if they weren't there, she would have probably snapped like a billion times more if she really cared about the topic. There was a part where Wendy does put her finger in her mom's face, and her mom's like, what the hell are you doing? Like, I am not your friend. I'm not on the show. I'm not your friend for you to be doing that. And then it was like really interesting because like they were fighting, and the mom was like, did you figure out your like attention seeking disorder? Because
Yeah.
like she said that her daughter loves attention, and I can see it. Unpopular opinion, I can see it with Wendy. I've never been a fan of her, I'll be honest, but I could see it because to me, Wendy has always been that performative person and that, oh, call me doctor. And then I'm this professor and I'll stand 10 toes down on being this. And then completely, we see a whole new person the next season and then she quits that. So I don't know. So
But I can see, like, you know, how jarring it could be watching that. Like, for a lot of people, I'm like, oh my God, I can't believe a mom would do that to their own daughter, like in front of cameras, in front of anything. And then she
I mean,
calls
I
her
feel
like,
like we live that a lot,
I know,
Chantal.
so that, but that's why I feel like I'm so desensitized that I didn't
Yeah.
like, not to laugh. Like, I didn't think it was that crazy for me, but I can see how other people, that's why I'm like thinking of other people and they're going to come at me for saying like, I kind of agree with Wendy's mom a little bit. Um, because like we're so used to our moms like cussing us out that it's fine. But
Yeah, like it's because of where, everyone, we all walk through different walks of life. Like it's just
yeah,
what we're used to. So that's why we think the way that we do. But is it okay? No, I've called Chantal
no.
multiple times where I'm like, I cannot deal. And but it's literally like, what is like your response when I do those things? Like you just know how she is.
Yeah, exactly. And like, and I'm sure that's like, you know, she's thinking right now, her husband's gonna say that to her, like, you know, your mom is. But then you know what's gonna suck though is because they're older and like even though the mom just cussed her out and like called her a B and did all those things, like Wendy's gonna have to call her mom and apologize.
Yes. Oh, that's how it always is.
Hmm.
My mom will literally like call my husband if I don't, and my mom does the same thing, like how they treat the husband. Our parents treat our husbands like royalty. It's so scary. And like treat us like shit. And it's like so funny because I feel like we both married men where their moms like praise the shit out of the men, and our moms praise the shit out of our men, but not us.
Yeah. Another thing too is like the one thing I will say I didn't like with Wendy's mom is that she was bringing the husband into it and saying like control your wife. It's like no, don't do that.
Yeah, I hate that.
Like
I
don't
hate that
talk to my
kind of thing.
husband. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. My mom does that, and my mom will like act victim though, and be like, like, oh, like, she'll just like act victim. And my husband is like kind of like an Eddie, where my mom and my husband are so close, and so he just like will sit there and listen and let her go off and just like shit on my life, and I'm like, okay. So it man, it's culture, you guys. It's trauma. It's trauma watching that scene because I'm like, ooh, but I also totally understand where the mom's coming from. And I do like, and the sister too, like the sister is feeling so passionate too. And there's a reason the sister feels that passionate. So I'm like, Wendy, I don't know. Where is this all coming from? And I think that's what the mom's thinking is like, where is this even coming from?
Yeah. No, I agree.
Okay, another thing about Wendy that pisses me off is like, so throughout this like whole scandal with the insurance stuff, and then recently like they had a court date, and that's when the prosecutor said that she has like little to no money, and so she and her husband, they did like a press conference outside after, not her attorney did, and Chantel, she is literally smiling in the back, and I'm like, you're gonna regret acting like that. Please stop. Like
I know.
you
Why
have
is she doing
children, stop
that?
acting like that.
Does she think that makes her feel more approachable, or like it seems like she's
No,
not guilty?
yes, I think that's what it is. I think her approach is like, I'm unfazed because I did nothing wrong, and you'll see. And so she's like smiling in everyone's faces, like this is not affecting her, and like she's not dying, you know? Because also, like when I think about Nigerians, I feel like they're so similar to us. Like we really care, or not us, like our parents care so much what people think, you know, that's all they care about. And so I feel like, you know, right now this is probably so humiliating, so embarrassing to her mom because these moms live to be like, my daughter's this, my daughter's this. She's on the show, she's a professor. And now the mom's probably dying. So she, in return, is acting like everything's good. You're gonna see everything's fine. We're good. We did nothing wrong. Like they're just coming after us. Why are they coming after us? You know, it's gonna be made into something like that, which is like super sketchy. Because the thing here is there's documentation, there's emails, there's things that an attorney and a doctor did that make absolutely no sense to prove that they were being extremely shady, and all for like, it's not even like because they needed to pay their house bills. It was like all for materialistic things.
I know, to redo their house.
Yeah, redo their house, to wear the bougie like Chanel
Mm-hmm.
shirt and all that stuff. And I don't know. It's just, it's crazy. It's interesting watching it though, with knowing what's happening.
Wait, the only other thing I want to talk about with Potomac real quick is that is there Sheree? No. Oh my God, you guys are gonna kill me. Hold on, let me find out. Is it Sheree? Who's that? Who is a girl? One of the OGs in Potomac with like Oh my God, you guys, hold on.
Cherise?
Yeah, yeah, I think so. In Potomac.
Yeah, the one who's been on since season 1.
Yeah. Okay, that always comes
Yeah.
around. So
Yeah.
Ashley slept with her son and like told her during because I don't know if you watched the full episode. I know like I told you just watch the ending. So she's like she's out to dinner with Giselle and her, and she's telling her like, you know, just so you know, like 2 years ago when your son like helped me because I was so drunk, like he came into my house and like basically like we hooked up, and
Oh
it
my
was just
God.
so awkward. But like
That's
she
so
didn't care, but like it was just so crazy.
Oh
Because he
my.
ends up showing up to like their like kids family fun party, and so then like that's what made her think of it, and like we see the flashback of her telling her that.
Oh my gosh.
And
That
then I
is,
think I think
yeah,
someone
I
was
missed
like,
that because I just watched you told me to watch the ending.
yeah,
You wanted to get an episode out. So, oh my gosh, that's so awkward.
I know, and I think it was like Kay. She's like, how's your
Her
husband? How's your
son
wife?
is
How's
like
your
hot as hell.
I know she's like, he has good lips, but it was funny because like someone was like, hide your husband, hide your wife, hide your everything, because like like Ashley will just come after them.
He's a model.
Oh, is he? He is good looking.
Yeah, he's a
He was
model.
27. I mean, Ashley's not that old either, so it's not like it seems like, oh, whoa, why would she do that? But she's not that old either.
Let's see how old Ashley is. She's 37. Yeah, she's so young, dude.
Yeah, so like it's not like it was like, ew. It was
Yeah,
just weird
no.
because that's your friend's son.
Oh my gosh, by the way, remember when Ashley was dating Luke from Summer House?
Oh,
Did you know that you didn't watch Selling Sunset OC, but that Luke is like trying to get on it? It was so, if you watch, it's so awkward. And he's like trying to date a girl who's like, he's so Midwestern, and like this girl's completely like an LA girl, and she's a little bit older and stuff. And just absolutely could not see those two vibing at all. But it sounded like they were trying to get him on the show because he's in real estate. And I'm like, okay, this is scaring me because he was like on Potomac. He was talking to Ashley, and then now he's there. I loved him in Summer House. I felt so bad for him.
I think that's why you liked him though, only.
Yeah. Wait, I heard that Carl and Vanita were going out.
Oh,
They went on a date.
that's interesting. She goes for weird people.
Why do you think Carl's weird?
Um, I don't know. He's just like he's awkward to me.
Yeah, he is awkward. He's just so different from who he was season 1.
Well, yeah, because he was on drugs and now he's sober.
Oh yeah. You're right. Yep, that'll change someone. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, that's true.
The drugs gave him like this confidence and like whatever, and then now he's just like more like awkward.
Yeah, no, that's very true. Chantal's baptism is this Saturday.
Yes.
Yeah, exciting stuff.
Yeah, busy times. But I'm
Like
excited for her
literally
to
to
become
do it,
Catholic.
yeah, to do it right after Christmas is so crazy.
I had to though, you guys, because my my husband's sisters and brothers all live in California, and so they come during Christmas, and so if we wanted them there, it was just perfect timing. Like that's nice to have them be there for it. And they're all just meeting Danny for the first time too, so we just had to
Yeah.
plug it in.
I can't believe it's their first time meeting her.
I know.
Yeah, that's super cute. Was like one of them when they met her, were they attached?
No, like I think like Danny's also
This is
very
not our Patreon,
No,
Chantel.
I know. No, it's not that. It's Danny's also very attached to me. And so, like the couple times we went so far, we went at nighttime, and like at night, she's a monster at night, and it's like she's just crying and she just wants me. So like it's just like who wants to hold a crying baby? So it's like, yeah, give her back to me. Today we went this morning, and like they were playing with her a lot more. Like they were excited because like in the morning she's like a lot better and like more calm, and she wasn't crying and she was like smiling and stuff. So like today was really cute because like they're like warming up to her a little bit.
Aw.
Yeah.
Chantel is, Chantel had FaceTime Jacob because we gave her like a pack and play. I didn't even know we did. Like he gave her a pack and play, and she is using that she has one, but she's using it for her mother-in-law's house. And I swear, Chantel,
No, like I only have that one and I'm using it for her house.
Oh, okay, you don't have
Yeah.
one. Yeah, well,
No,
your
no.
house, you have no room, dude.
Yeah.
Well, so Chantel was like, when you were FaceTiming, Jacob's like, why is she FaceTiming me? Like he low-key thought you were about to ask him to be the godfather.
Oh, that's so sad. I just remember seeing his face because like when he answered, he's like, hello. I'm like, hey, how do you do this?
Yeah, I know. I like went to the phone and I just see like your mom or your mother-in-law and your husband. And my husband is very like handy dandy. And like you see those two like trying to figure it out. And I'm like later on, I didn't even ask Jacob later on. I was like, was that like our pack and play? Like, why would you ever call Jacob? Like YouTube it, you know? And she's like, yeah, dummy, he gave it to me. I'm like, oh, okay. Cause I'm like, why would you ever call Jacob?
Yeah, because I was
And,
like, did something happen here? Like, did you give me a broken one?
well, did it work when he explained it?
It helped us get like there was 4 sides and it helped us get 3 of the sides to be locked. There was one side that wasn't locked, but it was fine anyways because it wasn't going to tumble over. So we just kept that one side like a little bit flat.
Okay. Well, that's good.
Yeah, it worked out because like then I was able to put Danny to sleep there, and like we went out and then we came back and she was still sleeping, which is nice.
Chantel's going back to work in like a week.
You guys, I'm so depressed. This is not okay.
She's like dying. I told her that the thought of going back to work sucks more than actually going back to work.
Yeah, I know I'll be fine. Like I'm sure it'll take like a week to adjust. Like I know I'll be fine. I'm just really sad about it.
I know.
Like I don't want to leave her. I don't want to leave her. And I feel bad for her.
I know. I feel bad for you because I know that you're like freaking out about it and stuff, but it'll be nice, I'm sure.
No, I've been liking it.
I know, but that's how I was too. And then when I go back, I'm like, I feel back to myself kind of.
Yeah. The one thing I'm excited about is to start walking on my walking pad at work and like
Yeah.
treating that because like I didn't realize how much I really was so active at work. And I can't wait to go back to like be able to just like walk because there's no walking here at my house. And so like treating work and working out at the same time, like that was like I always like did weird shit like that where I was like comboing it.
I was like so active in my house.
Yeah, you're crazy.
Yeah. I mean, you could bring your walking pad in your house and do the same thing. You just chose not to.
Because they're heavy. Have you not like used one? And then I had one and I opened it up
She
like
said, have you not used one? What?
like no, have you moved one around like to pick it up in your car
Yeah,
and put that?
no, it is heavy. It's annoying.
And I bought one. I bought one specifically for my postpartum. So I opened it up like 2 weeks into it and it doesn't work.
Did you return it?
No, it was like from Michelle's warehouse and like I paid her for it and like I can't return that.
Oh my God, Michelle's warehouse is a little like weird because I bought two what are those things? The air fryers, and she said it was like the best air fryer ever, and she gave it to me for a really cheap price. It's like $50, but like originally it's more expensive. And both broke. So I just went to Sam's Club and I got a damn air fryer. My third air fryer.
Seriously, like I know, like this walking pad, like for sure, like goes returned because it's broken, and like here I am buying it, and like it's broken.
Oh my gosh, you didn't tell her?
Yeah, I did, but like, what's she gonna do about it?
Oh yeah, mine too. Like I was like, it broke. She's like, you want another one? I'm like, yeah. And she's like, all right, it's 50. I'm like, okay. And like after that one broke, I said, hell no. I don't know what they're giving your warehouse to like they're giving you guys the error one. So for a reason. So I'm good.
Seriously.
Because it's like she has this like warehouse like where it's like discounted items, and it's like, yeah, it's discounted for a reason.
It's for charity, but she like will tell us like sometimes when she has like good things.
Yeah.
But those good things turn into bad things. Like, and it's like in my house right now, I'm looking at it. And it's like it's a really cute walking pad. It's like it has like a wood one. It's like matches like your house. It's so cute. And like it's pissing me off that's like still here, taking up space.
Yeah, that would make me so mad. How much did you pay for it?
I think I paid like $50 too. I mean, because they're like 150, so I paid like $50.
Yeah, they're not expensive. You can get an $80 one.
I know, but I'm going back to work now, so whatever.
Yeah, no. That's so crazy. Well, we hope you guys have a Merry Christmas and
Yes.
yeah, like good vibes only, you guys. Talk about good topics, positive topics, and just
You know what I want to do real quick for Christmas, but is like to do Christmas caroling. You guys should go out and do that too if you guys like have like a fun family.
oh my gosh, how funny. I just saw a TikTok of this man and he came out and there's Christmas caroling and everyone in the comments were like, man, that shit was so normal back in the day. It's sad that it's not like that anymore.
Yeah, and like my husband was saying that like they used to always do that, like even
Your
like
husband did?
yeah, like 7 years ago, they would all go as a family like Christmas them, and they would go to neighbors, and they would go to like maybe like 8 neighbors' house, and they would start singing to them.
Your
Should we do it, you
husband.
guys?
Wait, I would love to do it.
I swear, let's do it in my neighborhood. My neighborhood's so the best.
Can my kids be involved?
Of course.
My kids would love that.
I think we all wear Santa hats, and we all like get like those like flameless
Chantal,
candles.
Christmas is over though.
You do it on Christmas Eve.
Oh, like tomorrow?
Yeah.
Oh, well, yeah, no,
You don't
but
do it like a week before Christmas. Like it's kind of weird.
no, I think you can do it a week before Christmas.
I'm sure you can, but I think it's like the best on Christmas Eve.
Yeah, okay, next year, like let's schedule that.
Why not tomorrow?
Because I have kids who are literally like I have
yeah, sick.
Elle. Yeah, I have Elle who's sick and so let's
Or you're about to say because you have Elle that's like a little.
No, not that she's
Oh, I was
little.
gonna say strap her on, dude.
Yeah, no, not that she's little, like I care. Like Chantal thinks that I don't
What's
give Elle attention, so she's like,
you
I'm glad that you
don't like
yeah, she's
give
like
me her.
she's like, I'm glad that you've been like holding her because I had to delay this podcast because I'm like, she's been on me and I'm rocking her to sleep and she's like, good, like squeeze her. And I'm like, oh my gosh.
Roxanne has 4 kids and has never bought a carrier. Like just let that sink in, you guys.
I'm just not that person. My kids are obsessed with me though.
I know, of course. Like most most kids are gonna be obsessed with their moms, but it's just crazy how you don't have a carrier.
Yeah. No, I don't. I never did. I bought the expensive ones and I was like, this is a waste of money.
Where is it? You have it still?
I don't know. No, I don't know. Actually, I might, to be quite honest. You honestly just need to come to my house and just get everything because I don't know. My house is so unorganized. Like I did go through like some of our stuff and I donated, but I need to like now organize what I'm keeping,
Yeah, I really do need to come over, but you're like, house is infected every day, so I can't.
That's the problem. Yeah. Well, anyways,
Yeah.
Merry Christmas, guys. We love you so much. Cheers to another year. We have a lot in store that we're going to talk about. We're going to be a lot more consistent. Very slow month for us in December, but we'll be back and strong. And we hope you guys have a really good Christmas.
Yes, and just
If
good
what?
vibes. No,
Okay.
I was gonna say like if it's like sometimes it's sad for people, but like I just like hope they can find something small, to make them happy.
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah.
All right. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Welcome to Mick Unplugged, the #1 podcast for self-improvement and modern leadership. I'm Mick Hunt, your host, and I'm here to challenge your why and fuel your because. This is where leaders, entrepreneurs, and go-getters come to level up. Each week, I bring you unfiltered conversations, game-changing strategies, and the kind of motivation that transforms lives and legacies. I've learned from legends like Les Brown, Damon John, and Robert Irvine. And now, I'm bringing their lessons, along with mine, straight to you. From modern leadership tips to creating unstoppable momentum, this is the podcast that redefines what's possible. Hit play, subscribe, and join the millions who've made Mick Unplugged their go-to source for growth and greatness. Because your next breakthrough is just one episode away. This is Mick Unplugged, the voice and face of modern leadership, entrepreneur, and self-improvement. Let's get started.
this podcast is dedicated to my younger self because she really needed it. She couldn't keep a man or a job. Welcome to Broke Therapy. I'm your host, Stephanie Macon.
I'm your co-host, Rose McAleese.
Every week we dive into dating, sex, and relationships.
Who doesn't want like best friend kind of deep conversations?
It's about creating a safe space and just having a good time while listening and also crying a little bit.
I think there's nothing better than listening to a podcast and crying.
Yes.
That's how all podcasts should be, is you crying silently to yourself.
And that's on therapy. And I just want to say that we are not professionals, but we bring professionals on the pod to therapize us, to give us some advice. Listen to Broke Therapy wherever you love to listen to podcasts, and head to broketherapy.com for all the info and the links. Therapy is too expensive, but this podcast isn't. Broke Therapy.
Welcome and enter if you dare. Hi, I'm Hallie Keeper.
And I'm Allison Libby. And together, we're the hosts of Ruined, a scary movie podcast where Hallie tells me the grisly details of a haunting new horror film each week.
Whether you're a terror hound like me or a scaredy cat like Allison, we've got so many thrills, chills, and obviously kills to share with you in every episode.
It's the podcast that'll have you saying, that was so funny. I should not have listened to it at night with all the lights off.
From the greats like The Exorcist and Poltergeist to modern classics such as Hereditary and Get Out to the freakiest new releases like A Quiet Place and Terrifier, we ruin them all and will leave you howling, mostly from laughter, sometimes because you're turning into a werewolf.
Ooh. Listen along as I try and guess the movie's twist, predict who will survive, and answer the hardest question of all. What would you do?
So please listen to new episodes of Ruined every Tuesday on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts.
And whatever you do, we're begging you, please
keep it spooky.
From the podcast that brought you to each of the last lesbian bars in the country and back in time through the sapphic history that shaped them, comes a brand new season of cruising beyond the bars. This is your host, Sarah Gabrielli, and I've spent the past year interviewing history-making lesbians and queer folks about all kinds of queer spaces, from bookstores to farms to line dancing and much more.
For 11 years, every night women slept illegally on the common.
We would move down to the West Indies to form a lesbian nation.
Meg Kristen coined the phrase women's music, but she would have liked to say it was lesbian music.
And that's kind of the origins of the Calm Behavior Collective.
You can listen to Cruising on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts. New episodes air every other Tuesday starting February 4th.
Look, we all know there are a lot of celebrity interview podcasts out there, but there's only one, Happy, Sad, Confused. I'm Josh Horowitz, and yeah, I'm the host of the show, so I'm a little biased, but truly Happy, Sad, Confused is the place for nerdy and intimate conversations with all your favorite actors and filmmakers. From Andrew Garfield and Scarlett Johansson to Christopher Nolan and Quentin Tarantino. For over 10 years and over 700 episodes, Happy, Sad, Confused has broken movie and TV news every single week. That's because I ask all the questions I want to know, and more importantly, you want to know. Casting what-ifs, backstage stories, acting pet peeves, and much more. So whether you're into superheroes, prestige TV, or just the coolest actors and directors alive, you're going to learn something in every episode. Listen to Happy, Sad, Confused on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts.